completely done. Got here, started this in May of last year, took about 3 months off, came back to it about a week ago, and it is finally finished. And I'll work this week on getting it up on the Airbnb website. Get it listed for this next weekend. So we're going to take a live tour in here. I will post this later. But I also like to do these things to memorialize what has happened in here. It's a lot of work, lots of stuff. That's why we call it the vault, because it is full of treasures. So on the signage there, Thelma Lloyd's nephew painted that sign. Probably, I think, right, when was it? Right after Thanksgiving. Hey, hippie holler, how are you? Hopefully it's coming in clear. So the Airbnb is complete. Look how warm that street light is on that signage. Decided not to put any lighting out there at all. If y'all are new to the channel, I'm the costume jeweler. I not only decorate, but I thrift for purses, jewelry, knickknacks, whatnots, doodads, trinkets. And I have my live handbag sales on Fridays, jewelry on Saturday and Sunday. It has been a long time, y'all, since we've had a sale. I'm going back to Florida tomorrow. Gonna leave this little baby behind, and we're gonna rock and roll some sales this week. I'll probably have some this week. If I do miss you in the chat, I apologize. Amy Diver, Mary, how are you? Thanks for being here. So let's go look inside. So this is finally done. We're gonna look in the windows. This is a 1950s Hollywood Regency light. Purchased that at the Kes Thrift Center in Seminole, Florida. Y'all have seen that before. That little base lights up too. So here's looking in from the outside. You know, it's always different, right? We've got our little warnings on here. Awesome, that sounds good. And I'm trying to go slow because I don't want it to be pixelated. So I'm going to take y'all right here around the corner. This is something I did a long time ago. This was not for the Airbnb. We have another painting back here of Abraham Lincoln. Maybe you can see it a little bit. Thank you, Wendy. It's got that Abraham Lincoln mural right back there. So this building is really, it's kind of a surprise when you walk in. It's 15-foot ceilings. Don't you love that sign? Look how cool that is. They've got their little cup of honey. Their cup of honey. This is near one of the biggest casinos in Oklahoma, the Choctaw Casino. This is my little bit of stuff I'm taking back, but let's look around here. Here's your little office area if you're going to bring your laptop. I'm drying some clothes or some towels right now, or some, I say, wash rags. I am drying some of the cleaning rags that I used earlier. So this whole shelf right here was revamped. Everything was taken down, everything was dusted, and everything was put back up. Don't you love this lamp? Look at this. So this place is going to be for rent next weekend. I'm going to work this week on getting it up on Airbnb. Once you push publish, it takes about 24 hours for it to go live on the Airbnb website. Look how beautiful those are. Look at all those crystals. I forget the year on this lamp, but if y'all did a little screenshot of it, you could Google Lens it and tell me. So this place is called the Vault. Why? I came up with that idea long ago, about 14 years ago, because I thought, you know, you could put a bar here and call it the Vault. And then I thought, why not do an Airbnb in this beautiful downtown? This trunk right here, not sure how old it is. I researched it once. It is from a lawyer. Belonged to a lawyer. Got these steps right here, y'all. We painted those gold. Got your steps there. I'm gonna turn these candles on in just a second. So here's your big, beautiful bed. I had this jester up. I bought it from the store where I have jewelry in Florida. And then my friend Mo, Thelma's nephew, painted that all around it. And after I get off here with y'all, I'm going to do a video just because, you know, because everything, Kat, how are you? Everything is inventoried, so it's just one of those places with lots of stuff, but it all inventoried, so everything is accounted for. It's like a museum. Got stuff up there on the top. This is the washroom. Look at these beautiful floors. They're still shining from last week's polishing. You've got some cute shoes right up there, because since you've got the fancy casino, you've got to have some sparkly shoes for display. And then you have your museum or art gallery on the ceiling, literally on the ceiling. These candles do light up. So when people rent, all these lights are going to be on. So when they come in to a beautiful space for the first time, and don't you just love these steps? So if I miss y'all in the chat, my chat could freeze. It has sometimes done that. So if I don't see you in the chat saying something, I see Kat Dalton last. If my chat does freeze, I apologize that I'm not ignoring you, but that could happen. So I'm not sure if the chat's frozen now or not, but it doesn't matter. I'll keep showing y'all everything around here. Got our mirror wall. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. So lots of beautiful things. I do think my chat might have froze on my end, so I apologize, y'all. Here's your washroom. You have your ironing board. You have your little nook there, a place where you can set your suitcase. You can hang your clothes, and you also have robes. You have access to a washer and dryer too, not the Diet Dr. Pepper. Thank you. I appreciate you for saying that. Extra roll of toilet paper right there on that horn. I'm going to leave these brooms out because the ladies that are going to clean, we're going to leave that out. So this says janitor clothes, right? But it's supposed to say closet. I don't have a T, and I don't have time to go get a T. So it's going to say janitor clothes for a while. Oops. So looking for from the washroom out. You've got that room divider. This flag right here cost me $2.99. I do, Kat. Yep. And I've got to work on that tonight. That's why I'm going to make this video short and sweet, because I've got to get it ready. I leave tomorrow, and I've still got to work on that tonight to get it ready. So, yay me, right? So we won't be on here long due to that. Due to that reason, Sang in the channel, y'all. Y'all know Sang? She gave me that picture right there. She gave me that picture right there. Look at those beautiful ceilings. So washroom, bed. It's an open concept. Kind of imagine living in a loft in a big city. Kind of that same idea. Got another seating area right over here. Thank you, Kat. I did it. My friend Cole helped me hang the pictures. I just told him where we were going to hang them, and that's how we did it. This is that 1950s Regency mirror I'm talking about. And look at that beautiful base on it. Isn't that gorgeous? So again, ceiling to floor, floor to ceiling. So it's going to be kind of awesome to see who the first renters are this weekend, because I am going to work on getting this up and running on Airbnb. It's going to be awesome. Pricing, pricing, people's asked me how much I'm going to price stuff for. That I don't know yet. The casino is going to drive that value a lot. And when you look at comps, hey Thelma, When you look at comps in the area, I'm going to say this, y'all, and this ain't being arrogant, but nothing compares to it. So when you look for comps in the area, nothing compares to it. So, you know, it's like a boutique, bougie Airbnb, you know, kind of created it to be like a VIP experience, Airbnb. Now, here's something that I did that was fun, which y'all saw the video, I think. Look at this. See all this paint on the floor? And I've shown you all this already. That paint runs right across this table. We did that on purpose. All these beautiful lights. These candles will be lit up. Big chandeliers. Y'all know I love red. I've told y'all about that all the time. I always say I don't wear red, but I love to decorate with it. That's no joke. What do you have around here? Right out this front door to your left, you have a steakhouse. Try not to make you dizzy. Right here out this back door, you have a bar. Right next to me, you have a boutique. You have two antique stores to the right and left of this place. You also have your little speaker right here. We're not going to play any music, though. This is your music player. If you just say, hey, Google, what's the favorite song of the day?
Anything with auto-tune. I feel like I can relate to those songs.
So that is for you. All you got to do is say, hey, Google, and have it play whatever you want. Whatever you want. So this right here.
Songs is only available with YouTube Music Premium, but you might like this station.
Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Shh. 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 Look at this right here, y'all. So I'm going to find a real pencil and glue it there at some point.
Hi there. I'm listening. How can I help today?
Shh. Painted this gold. Had this for a long time. Got that at a Goodwill in Dallas for $299 in 2014. So I've had that for a while. So here, when you come in, you're going to get a complimentary, especially the first people coming in. So that right there is going to be for the first people renting. And then right here, you have your wine glasses. This is pretty cool right here now, y'all. This is an ice chest. An ice chest. Look at this. It is the best color, isn't it? And then look at these chairs. I'm not going to pull them out because I've got them lined up. So nice. Well, we can pull this one out. So pricing is going to be, it's going to be kind of tough to figure that out. See how when the people rent, the girls that are going to help me will turn on the lights. Dim them down just a little bit. And you've got this big TV here. I do need to measure that because I don't know how many inches that is. So I need to advertise the TV. You have another seating area right here in front of the TV. One of my favorite spots. Hints of gold throughout. And then it goes all more wall space. Or not space, but things on the wall. This right here, Thelma gave me. Look at this. If I'm too much, then go find less. So yeah, lots of cool pieces here. It's definitely artsy. Sorry, picking some stuff up off the floor. Artsy, artsy. Right out here, you go to your bar right back there. Love these pictures here. Awesome, Amy. Love that picture right there. In here, you mainly have food stuff. You have a couple things in here on the ceiling as well. You've got the cat lady with the bird cage hanging from the ceiling. You've got old cookbooks. Y'all have seen me thrift those. You've got your salt and pepper packets, your sugar. You have your dinnerware. I didn't have time to set up the table. I figure I'll just leave it alone this trip. And then you have an air fryer, a blender, a popcorn popper. You have your Keurig coffee. And look at this, y'all. You've got your coffee creamer in this old Folgers can. A few things of tea. And then all of this coffee. This came from Amazon. I love the question mark one. So, but look at all this you get. So I'm about 3.8 miles from the Choctaw Casino. If anybody's watching from this area, this Airbnb will be up for rent next weekend. It will. And then down here you have your Starbucks. But lots of choices there. Lots of glassware, which I've seen this before. We'll just stand back and show it to you. You can use any of these that you want. It's all for use. Not up top, though. But these first 3 rows is for your use. You have your stove top. You have your oven. Up here you have a microwave. And down below, for the people renting, your dishwashing soap. There's a few plastic silverware, a few solo red cups. You've got your dish soap, or detergent, soap, and then you have a few things down there, paper towels, things like that. And these pots and pans are for looks, but, you know, if somebody used one, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. This goes to the bathroom. That's just one of 2 ways to the bathroom. So let me turn on these. So the remote controls, look at that. We put them there on those little command strips. That's the only way I'll use a command strip. Uh-oh. About to say it's not coming on. That's weird. There they go. Yep, the red's beautiful, isn't it? I love decorating with red. So those candelabras right there, you can turn them all on. Same thing over the bed. Just with the flick of this remote, kind of like at Halloween. When I turn on all the lights out in the trees. Well, let's see. He's like, I'm not wanting to work. What is the world? There we go. And then here's the restroom. Once I show you this, I'm going to get off here because I do need to get things done. This is a chicken feeder right here. This is a bird chicken feeder made out of into a light. You've got your beautiful shower right there with all your coins. You're going to have complimentary soap, shampoo. It all has a honey vibe on it. And then you know the mirror wall. You've seen that before. Double sink. And then the red lights in here too. So this mirror wall, you can actually see yourself in here, believe it or not. You can. And then all of this. Your towel will hang right there. I left room for it. I didn't put any pictures there. And that's it, y'all. That is it. So we're going to have sales this week. Don't forget. Handbags Friday, jewelry Saturday and Sunday live. But probably rock and roll it this week. This is your little toilet area. Gorgeous place, lots of work. It is done. Now to get to Texas and finish that one tonight. So no rest for the weary, I think. Is what they say. So that's it, y'all. We're going to get off here. I'm going to leave. I will leave this up for y'all to see. And thank y'all for watching. Following me through all this. That little bird up there on that bird cage. Following me through all of this. Little, what would you call it? Journey? Little journey. I'll be in here straightening these pictures. All right, so I'm going to go. Thank you. What was I going to show y'all over here? Oh, this up here. See the little guy with the cigar? So I glued that cigar on him. The neighbor next door that owns the bar gave it to me, and I put it on that puppy dog. I will see y'all later in the next sale. Bye, y'all. Thank you for watching. TV does work. You actually get channels. All right, I'll see y'all later. I'm getting out of here. See you in the next one. Bye, y'all. Have a good weekend, good week. Bye.